Today's one of those days that I am extremely tired. Actually, I guess we can open these blinds. By the way, this video, or at least the first part of it, was kind of intentionally boring. There's a lot of talking and driving around and stuff, but it's kind of the whole reason I made the video today, as you will see as you watch it. But also there's a few interesting points that I wanted to chat about. So anyways, enjoy. Looks like the flooding is almost gone. It's been, well, raining a lot here. I mean, it normally rains a lot in the Northwest, but the last few days have been, well, more than normal. And it's supposed to rain again tonight. I don't have my watch on. But there is yet another flood warning that's starting this evening. All right, so yes, today I'm really tired. 2 days ago, a friend came over and we got the batteries and power inverter installed pretty much under the floor right back here, just beyond the pellet stove. It's that giant inverter charger, 3000 watt one, and 4 Odyssey Extreme AGM deep cycle batteries and all the associated stuff. Well, not all of it. Anyways, I say all that to say I'm really tired. It's been 2 days. I still haven't completely recovered from that. So today I'm going to take it easy, which is going to involve going to pick up the mail and then maybe wandering around in a grocery store for a very short amount of time. I still have some more work to do on the power inverter. It has a transfer switch and power pass-through and all that, so I still need to do the wiring for shore power, as I guess it's called, and then run the electrical panel up into here. But anyways, all that being said, this will probably be a pretty low-key day. I've already got some packages that need opening, and I think some more stuff was delivered, so for right now, I'm gonna finish this little coffee and then get some breakfast. Then we're gonna hop in the van and go do some stuff. Seeing as how it's not raining, I'm gonna leave the lift out while I'm gone and hopefully get some stuff dried out. As you can see, it's not touching the ground. That's because I was running the engine yesterday and the airbags have not deflated yet. So it's sitting on the ground and the airbags deflate, it can damage stuff. I actually I filmed a clip with my phone when I was running this yesterday, but you couldn't really hear anything I was saying, so here, enjoy a few seconds of that. So I just fired it up. Got it sitting here at high idle, and we'll wait till it gets to operating temperature, then I don't know, probably give it a half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Oh yeah, so here's the electrical panel that I bought. We'll look at that when we get back. It's one of those QO Square D things, so obviously it's printed right there, but it's a little has 6 knockouts in it, and then we've got some 6-3 wire here, and this is going to feed that panel from the inverter. I think 6-3 means 6 gauge 3 conductor. I couldn't go any bigger than this because wire that's larger than that wouldn't fit inside. Actually, put this over here. Wouldn't fit inside the screw terminals that are on that inverter. That stuff normally is attached to a 60 amp breaker, so I think that should be plenty of chooch for the angry pixies to dance through. Kind of a mess in here. It's always a mess in here, who cares? Look at the oil stains on the floor. It came from the last lift that was in here when someone tried to install it. Okay, let's go somewhere. So I was listening to a few other creators talk about, well, basically the culture of YouTube and how comments and other things kind of shape videos sometimes. Or not even only that, but the YouTube platform itself kind of encourages people to change their content or post what's going to get the most views or make the most money or whatever. Now, depending on what you do, that might be a good idea or not. In my case, I started this channel originally, I guess it's been 5.5 years ago or something now, specifically as sort of an online video journal. Because with the TBI and the head trauma and stuff I've had, my memory's not very good. And I wanted to kind of have a record of stuff I was doing or whatnot. When I first started, I was uploading a video 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. But anyways, I don't necessarily adjust my content or change what I'm doing based on views or comments or anything like that. Smarter Every Day posted a video recently kind of talking about this, and there's a few other channels I watch that have kind of talked about it as well. I'll link that video down below. It's kind of an interesting watch. But yeah, it just kind of made me think, hey, who cares? I'm going to film what I film. People come and go. If they want to watch it, fine. If not, whatever. It is interesting that YouTube publishes a bunch of tools on trying to help people create videos and whatnot. And I guess this channel's a little bit different. At least half of the stuff I've uploaded or more isn't me planning a video. It's just doing what I'm doing and bringing the camera with me. So I guess it's a little bit different in that sense. Large iced coffee with no liquid sugar. So again, I just do what I do. And I don't know why I felt the need to say all that. Hey, no sugar?
No sugar.
I will double check because they seemed unsure. Thank you. All right, that's the stuff. But yeah, it is interesting on YouTube though, just kind of in general. Why are we stopping? When you upload videos, and it's not a good or a bad thing, it just kind of changes your mindset a little bit. As I'm running around doing stuff throughout my day, thoughts always pop into my head. It's like, should I say this? Should I do that? And just life in general, you start to have these, why are we blocking the exit? But just in general, it's almost like second guessing yourself, but not really. I don't know. And like I said, I'm not blaming comments or anything like that. It's just kind of in general, the whole culture makes it interesting. Anyways, back to what I was talking about earlier. Today's one of those days where it's not raining, and I feel like I should be really getting some work done on the bus. But at the same time, I'm still wiped out from doing things a couple days ago. Freezing to death in the rain, lifting things, moving stuff, making battery cables and all that. So it's kind of a weird battle. I've been in a chair for like 10 years now, and it's still a mental game. I mean, things get better eventually, but you have to figure out a way to kind of be okay with stuff, I guess. I've always got this, I don't know, underlying drive to be doing something. Like, I'm not one of those people that can sit around and like watch TV during the day. When I'm eating lunch or something, or, you know, need to take a break, whatever. But to me, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, just to me, I feel like I should be doing something, and I can't always do that. So anyways, we're just driving around doing some mindless stuff today. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, I need to stop by an auto parts store. I need to grab a few more things for that inverter setup. Whatever, let's get the mail, then we're gonna hit the auto parts store. All right, at this mailbox store, sometimes parking can be a little bit challenging. They do have street parking out front, but there are a bunch of other businesses. And no parking out front, that's it there on the right. So we're gonna pull into this Starbucks here. Hey, it looks like our disabled space is open. So as you can see, the access lane is on the right. So I have to pull in here, back up a couple of times, and get into this spot. And usually somewhere during this process, it's pretty common to get the stink eye from people. I don't look like I belong in a disabled parking space. I do have a permit, but I don't know, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna hop out real quick and go get the mail. So this actually is the tires for this chair. The replacement tires that I ordered, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something. What the heck is that thing? Probably a food cart or something. Okay, so I guess you could ignore my earlier comment about not doing anything today. I'm pretty sure I'll be putting these new tires on this chair I'm sitting in, which is the C300. Okay, here we are at the Napa Auto Parts. I like this particular store because they have a wheelchair accessible checkout counter, and even if they don't have a cash drawer in it, they will open up that register and log into it so that I can actually reach the pin pad and everything. Which ordinarily you're like, oh, what's the big deal? Well, the counters here are exceptionally tall. So anyways, let's go get some stuff. All right, we found ourselves a nice little quiet parking lot here. Let's open a couple of packages. So this first one came from a Patreon. I'm not sure if you're supposed to say patron or Patreon or how that whole thing works, but anyways, he wanted to remain anonymous, but I think I know what this is. We have a note written on the inside of the lid here. Happy, merry, whatever, enjoy. No idea where the screws were. Blah, blah, blah. Awesome, thank you, man. So this is actually one of the solid remote things that I use for everything. If you notice, I usually have remotes dangling from my neck on a lanyard, but this is another one of those control boards. And 2 more remotes. 4 buttons each, 2 channels. Cool, thank you. That'll be very handy. I use these things for everything. Oh, the same person actually sent me an adjustable height desk as well. So anyways, I appreciate the care packages. Oh, so when I was at the auto parts store just now, I was trying to find some of these little fuse mega fuses. These are the ones with the tabs on the end. Here, let me take it out of the box. They only had one of the 200 amp ones, so I got 2 of these 175 amp ones. At full load, well, full rated load, the power inverter is going to be pulling about 125 amps, something like that. It can surge up to 9,000 watts, which is like 450 amps or something, but I don't think I'm ever going to see that. And another friend of mine uses these 175 amp fuses on his truck with a giant Warren winch. And the stall current on that winch is 400 amps, and he's been running one of these and doing some insane recovery stuff with his winch, so I think these should be all right. If not, meh. So I have a box from Invacare. Pretty sure it's my tires. I went to the Danson's medical website and bought some replacement tires for this chair I'm sitting in. I didn't realize though, apparently they just forward the order directly onto Invacare. So wasn't expecting that, but there was about a 3-week delay. Sure enough, they appear to be tires and they're gray. They have tread. Cool. Well, I guess we'll be installing those when we get back. Oh, I just got another delivery. So I ordered a giant DC clamp ammeter. I think it goes up to 600 amps. I was gonna use that to measure the actual power draw from the batteries on the inverter setup. Anyways, that just got delivered, so let's head back, and I think we're gonna install these tires, and then I don't think I can get over to the other side of the bus because of the mud. But anyways, we'll see what there is to do when we get back. I may regret this, but we're gonna try and get over here. I think we're good. Okay, we only get 1 trip over here. So here's the setup. We have, well, there's a lot of sawdust and stuff in here, and I should probably blow some of this out of here, but I have this thing, which is a DC clamp ammeter. So let's see if we can measure some stuff. So this thing can supposedly go down to 10 milliamps of resolution. So we're gonna hook this here on the negative. Let's see if I can get this somewhere where you can see it. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to turn on both of the breakers here. Okay, looks like, what's that, 300 milliamps of standby? That's about what it was supposed to be. I'm gonna fire this thing up. It's gonna run through its self-test. Let's see how much power it pulls. Let's see, I think the power button is this one. Just under 2 amps. Now what I should have done is brought something over here that I could plug in that's 110 volts. But alas, I did not do that. So yeah, as you can see, it was raining profusely when this was all being installed. So it's all Yeah, a little bit muddy and stuff. So what we have left to do is install our AC input over here, and then also our AC output. And then our integrated battery charger will also charge these batteries. So for right now, you can't see it. We've got the 2 breakers here, and then on the positive line, I believe it's inside this one, we have a 300 amp, maybe it's a 250 amp. Yeah, there's one of those little mega fuses in here just for catastrophic protection for this cable, and you know, in case these things fail, because these are just little $20 marine circuit breakers. They're supposedly 250 amps, but I don't know. But what I want to do is get another catastrophic protection fuse inside here and another one inside here, so if any part of the system shorts out, it'll disconnect. But yeah, it looks like on standby we're pulling about 1 amp. Okay, cool. So what I need to do, which like I said, I should have brought something over here I can plug in, is see what our amperage is when you plug in, like, I don't know, a 1500 watt hairdryer or something like that. Anyways, seems to work. Let's shut her down. And power off. All right, well, if I sit here too much longer, I'm gonna sink into this stuff. So let's get out of here, hose off these tires, and then we'll put some new ones on. As you can see, these are a little bit bald. Oh boy, we dug a hole. Oh, we're still doing all right. Still doing all right. At least I have this fence here I can grab onto if I need to pull myself out. Ew, gross. All right, we survived. Yay. Getting some battery boxes installed. There should be a 3/8 ratchet on that cart in one of the side pockets of the black bag there. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I forgot to grab it. Oh. Thanks. I feel ever so slightly taller now with these new tires on here. Okay, so quick overview. Here's the electrical panel I got, and what we're going to be using for this setup. Got a few of these little clamps, larger one. The battery on the GoPro died. Okay, whatever. I'm holding a battery pack now. Okay, so this is the setup I'm going to be using. It's just a little generic box that has room for 6 breakers. There are these clippy style ones. I've got, let's see, I think I got 2 15 amp and 3 15 amps and 1 20 amp. Let's see, how does math work on that? Well, anyways, I may not wind up using these exact ones. I'm not an expert when it comes to residential electrical stuff, which is why I'm not actually installing this. I just bought the parts and I'm gonna have someone else set it all up. But before we get any of that put in, I need to build the desk slash shelf right here. I don't know why that's so hard to say. But using what we learned for mounting that thing to the wall, we're gonna do a much smaller version right here. Maybe I'll take a screen grab of this and do a little drawing and show you. But we're gonna have a little bit of a gap here next to the pellet stove. It's gonna come out a little ways and then sort of angle back over here. So I've got enough room to get between where the bed is and the wall and everything. And I'm gonna have a little cabinet in here that opens up. This panel's gonna be in there. We've got 2 holes drilled in the floor. Right now, when my friend was here the other day, we just ran an extension cord up through there. And I don't know, that goes to something over there. But the idea is, at least for now, if the power goes out, I've got probably 1 or 2 nights of capacity to run this stove and my breathing machine. I don't have the ability to charge those batteries just yet. It's probably gonna be another week or 2 before I get all this stuff done. Actually, no, it won't be that long. I'm gonna try and get it done within a week. But we're gonna use the same attachment method here on the wall. And there's already a bracket right there on the floor. So that's pretty much gonna be the end of where the desk is. But anywho, that's where we're at for now. Look, curtains. And the flooding is almost gone. I don't know if I showed those photos yet or not, but it was pretty flooded out here. There seems to be some rain. Yeah. But apparently it's supposed to start flooding again tonight and last through tomorrow sometime, so might be interesting. Anyhow, yeah, for a day of not doing things, I think we got a decent amount of stuff done. And, you know, nice new shiny tires. Put the back ones on there last week, but anyways. Well, I'm gonna go through this footage and see if it resembles a video and decide if we need to film anything else. I'm excited. This is gonna be the dry run of the new editing station here. Like I said before, I've been using this computer for a couple of years, but with the dual monitor setup, I've never used a Mac Mini with dual monitors and doing the video editing, so we'll see how that works. Actually, this keyboard and mouse is for the Windows computer, so we can get rid of these. This one here is for the Mac Mini. And when I edit, I use a mouse and a trackpad and a keyboard. It makes things work a lot better. I use the mouse to actually click on stuff. I've got a couple of shortcut keys set up on the mouse here. And then I use this to scrub back and forth between the timeline and then all the keyboard shortcuts to do that. But anyways, here we go. I'm gonna dump the footage and see how this works. I'll let you know. Well, as you can see, it's dark outside now. But yeah, the new setup works good. Having a desk at the right height is great. And yeah, I wasn't sure, since this computer is a little bit older, I didn't know if it could handle driving 2 monitors and editing video, but I filmed everything in 1080 at 60 frames a second. It's fairly high bitrate, but yeah, it seems to be doing fine. But anyways, I think we're gonna call that a day. Started off doing nothing and then actually got a lot of stuff done, so there you go. By the way, I had a random thought earlier as I was driving around. I think on Thursday, we might actually watch some of the really old vlogs that I published, like 2017, 2018, something like that. It's kind of interesting. I enjoy watching some of the older ones because I don't remember a lot of the stuff that's going on, but I typically have comments about things that were going on. So anyways, might be fun, maybe not, I don't know. We'll give it a try on Thursday. But for now, I think we're gonna call that good. So I will see you guys Thursday, because this is Tuesday night at 7:30 and I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get another video up before Thursday. So I'll see you then.